Is this thing on? Checking our bias blind spots. Ever walked into a room and felt like everyone's staring? Not because you're famous, unless you are, then hey, but because you're different. Maybe it's your skin color, your clothes, the way you talk. We've all been there, it's awkward, right? Now imagine feeling that way almost every day. That's the reality for millions because of something they can't change, their race. We like to think we're past all that judging a book by its cover stuff, but here's the thing. Our brains are wired to categorize. It's like that drawer for miscellaneous junk. We shove stuff in, thinking it's organized. Turns out it's just a mess of unconscious bias. This isn't about being woke or labeling everyone racist. It's about being honest. Do our snap judgments line up with our values? Are we treating everyone fairly, even when no one's watching? Time to dust off those biases, folks. Things are about to get real. Boxes and crayons, why race still matters. From a young age we are taught to see the world in colors, to appreciate the diversity around us. But as we grow older, these colors start to carry different meanings, often shaped by societal norms and prejudices. We all bleed red, right? Beneath our skin, we are all the same. Yet the world we live in often tells a different story. So why do we keep making a big deal about race? Because the reality is, race impacts our daily lives in ways we can't ignore. It's 2025, shouldn't this be old news? With all our advancements, you'd think we'd have moved past this. Here's the thing. Pretending race doesn't matter doesn't make it disappear. Ignoring it only perpetuates the problem. It's like ignoring a giant elephant in the room wearing a neon pink tutu. You can't unsee that. It's glaringly obvious and impossible to ignore. Race is more than skin color. It's a complex tapestry of identity. It's about history, culture, and experiences. It's about the stories passed down through generations. It's about how society treats you, the opportunities you get or don't get, and the stereotypes you face. These factors shape our lives in profound ways. It's about growing up knowing your name might raise eyebrows on a resume or make someone clutch their purse a little tighter. These subtle biases have lasting impacts. Ignoring these differences doesn't create equality, it just sweeps inequality under the rug. We need to confront these issues head-on. It's like using a tiny band-aid on a gaping wound. It might cover it up temporarily, but it doesn't heal the underlying issue. Sure, it might look better from afar, but the problem's still festering underneath. We need to address the root cause. Time to rip off that band-aid, people. It's time to face the discomfort and have those tough conversations. It's gonna sting a little, but we can handle it. Together we can create a more just and equitable world. The oops didn't mean it racism. Ever put your foot in your mouth? We all have. But what if you accidentally stepped on someone's history, their culture, their very identity? That's what microaggressions are, those everyday slights, insults, and dismissals that say, you're different, you don't belong. They're not always intentional, which makes them even trickier. It's like that friend who jokingly insults you. You laugh it off, but it stings a little inside. Microaggressions are like death by 1,000 paper cuts. Individually they might seem small, but together, they add up to a whole lot of pain. Think being followed around in a store, getting asked, where are you really from? Or constantly being mistaken for the only other person of color in the room. These might seem like small things, but they send a clear message. You're an outsider, you're not one of us. Time to check our blind spots, people. Because sometimes, the biggest harm comes from the smallest actions. Spotting the everyday shade, from streets to screens. Microaggressions aren't just face-to-face, they're all over the place. From the streets to our screens, these sneaky biases are lurking in the shadows. It's like playing a never-ending game of spot the difference, except the differences are often subtle and hurtful. Think about it. Ever noticed how certain groups are always portrayed as criminals or sidekicks in movies? Or how certain products are marketed almost exclusively to one race? That's not a coincidence, folks. That's systemic bias seeping into our everyday lives. And let's not forget about the internet, the land of trolls and keyboard warriors. Online spaces can be breeding grounds for hate speech and cyberbullying, often targeting people based on their race. It's like the Wild West of prejudice, and it's happening right under our noses. Time to open our eyes, people. The more we recognize these subtle forms of racism, the better equipped we'll be to call them out. But, I have a black friend. We've all heard it, maybe even said it ourselves. I'm not racist. I have a friend who's black, Asian, Latino, or from another background. But let's be real, having a friend from a different race doesn't automatically make you free from bias. Look, having friends from different backgrounds is awesome. It enriches your life in so many ways. It's like having a diverse spice rack. Your life is way more flavorful. Each friend adds a unique spice to your life, making it richer and more interesting. But here's the thing, friendship isn't a get-out-of-jail-free card for racism. It doesn't give you a free pass to ignore your own biases. It's great to have diverse friendships, but it doesn't automatically make you immune to bias. You still need to do the work. Think of it like this. You can love pizza but still burn one in the oven, right? Loving something doesn't mean you're perfect at it. We're all human, we all make mistakes, and sometimes those mistakes can be rooted in unconscious bias. It's part of being human. The point is, don't let your friendships be your only evidence against racism. It's not enough. It's not about checking boxes, it's about constantly checking yourself. Are you really being the best ally you can be? Are you treating your friends with respect? Are you valuing their perspectives and experiences? Are you listening to their experiences? Are you open to learning and growing from what they share with you? Are you challenging your own biases? Are you willing to confront uncomfortable truths about yourself? Time to ditch the excuses, people. It's time to take real action and make meaningful changes. Having diverse friends is fantastic, but it's just the beginning, not the finish line. It's a journey, not a destination. The mirror test. Are we part of the problem? This is a question that many of us avoid, but it's crucial to confront it head-on. Things are getting a little too real now, huh? Time for some introspection. It's not easy, but it's necessary for growth. Let's be honest, none of us like to think of ourselves as a little bit racist. It's uncomfortable and goes against the image we have of ourselves. It's like admitting you enjoy pineapple on pizza. A cardinal sin in some circles. No judgment, maybe. But it's more serious than that. But here's the truth. We all have biases. These biases shape our perceptions and actions, often without us even realizing it. It's how our brains are wired. Our experiences and environments shape our neural pathways, creating these biases. We've grown up in a world steeped in stereotypes and prejudices, and it's impossible to escape unscathed. These influences are deeply ingrained in us. But acknowledging our own biases is the first step towards dismantling them. It's a journey of self-awareness and continuous effort. So, how do we know if we're part of the problem? It starts with self-reflection and questioning our own thoughts and actions. Start by paying attention to your gut reactions. These initial responses can reveal a lot about our subconscious biases. Do you feel uncomfortable around certain types of people? This discomfort can be a sign of underlying biases. Do you make assumptions about someone based on their race? These assumptions can be harmful and perpetuate stereotypes. Do you laugh at jokes that perpetuate harmful stereotypes? Even seemingly harmless jokes can reinforce negative perceptions. Time for some tough love, people. We need to confront these uncomfortable truths if we want to create real change. If we're serious about tackling racism, we need to be honest with ourselves about our own shortcomings. Only then can we begin to make a difference. Unlearning the a lifetime subscription. So we've identified some biases. Now what? Here's the good news. Unlearning prejudice is like learning a new language. It takes time, effort, and a whole lot of awkward fumbling at first. But with practice, it becomes second nature. Start by educating yourself. Read books, watch documentaries, listen to podcasts, follow activists and thought leaders. The more you learn about different cultures and experiences, the more you'll challenge your own preconceived notions. But knowledge without action is like a car without an engine. It's not going anywhere. Challenge racist jokes, call out microaggressions, support organizations fighting for racial justice, and most importantly, listen to people of color when they share their experiences. Time to put in the work, people. Unlearning racism is a lifelong journey, not a weekend seminar. Small steps, big impact. How to not be a jerk. Congrats! Feeling overwhelmed? Don't worry, dismantling systemic racism is a group project. But that doesn't mean we can't all do our part. Here's the thing. Being anti-racist isn't about grand gestures. It's about the small, everyday choices we make. Start by diversifying your circle. Make an effort to connect with people from different backgrounds, whether it's through work, hobbies, or community groups. The more you interact with people who are different from you, the more you'll realize how much you have in common. Use your voice for good. Speak up against injustice, whether it's happening to your friend, your colleague, or a stranger on the street. Silence is complicity, and your voice, no matter how small, can make a difference. Time to step up, people. We can all be everyday heroes in the fight against racism. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Keep learning, keep growing. Let's be real. Talking about race is uncomfortable. It's messy, it's complex, and it requires us to confront some hard truths about ourselves and the world we live in. But, here's the thing, progress isn't always pretty. It's about stumbling, learning, and getting back up again. So, let's embrace the awkwardness. Let's ask uncomfortable questions, challenge our own biases, and have those difficult conversations with family and friends. Let's create a world where race is no longer a barrier, but a bridge that connects us. It's a marathon, not a sprint, folks. But if we keep learning, keep growing, and keep fighting for a more just and equitable world, we'll get there together. Time to lace up those running shoes, people. The journey to a more inclusive world starts with each and every one of us.